that the lines that wall, they say they're the truth.
So that happened. Darth Vader appeared before the San Diego City Council to defend its 550 plus flock cameras, declaring this is what the Emperor needs. It's even better. There's a video of it.
I was gonna say, please get me a video. Oh yes, this is all I ever want.
The Emperor is a fan of block, and we must continue utilizing block technologies so that we can follow and surveil the rebel scum as they move from playground to playground, from playground to pool, from pool to gymnasium, because we all know that the block cameras are not only following the license plate readers, they are following children. They are following children in parks and gymnasiums, and we need this. I need this so I can stop my ex-girlfriend. Also, it should be known that the people of this town, the poors that want their storm drains cleared, they should not have their storm drains cleared. Because in order to do that, we will have to raise taxes. And how will the people trust the city council when this city council continues to vote for surveillance technology that imprisons them? Miss Campbell, you must work on your Jedi mind tricks. Do it like this. And when you do it, make sure that when you're double speaking them into telling them that police services have become more humanitarian, make sure that you don't emphasize the detail that you put a ban on camping. You put a ban. You made criminalizing homelessness illegal, and that is why there is no such thing as humanitarian policing for the homeless, because we have effectively criminalized homelessness, which is good. Now we can staff. Now we can fill our jails with free prison labor, especially like that of the Otay Mason Detention Center, where they are making $1 a day for working for 12 hours. And there have been multiple cases of tuberculosis. Yes, and this is good. This is what the Emperor needs. This technology will help us find the rebel scum and their hidden base on Hoth. This technology will help us find Luke Skywalker as he traverses the universe in his X-Wing.
Why does it look like he's jerking off?
It's a necessary force.
Thank you. Roger Ralph? Is Roger Ralph present?
I'm impressed.
So everybody, welcome to the show.
That's how you start.
Yeah. Fucking Darth Vader coming out in favor of flock cameras. But I love the sprinkling of like everything that's actually wrong in there. And then he's like, this is what the Emperor needs. It's like, okay, all right. Yeah, you sold me.
Not actually a bad Vader impression.
No, surprisingly. Hey, listen, motherfucker, that is Anakin Skywalker. That is the hero of the Clone Wars. You mind your tone.
Yeah, Donald Trump was the hero of 2016 too.
Yeah. Yeah, now he's just telling, like, I don't know, all of Europe and Korea to go fuck themselves because they won't join the Iran war.
Yeah. I heard something about
leaving
North
NATO?
Korea. Oh, no, leaving NATO I'm cool with. No, it was something with Trump in North Korea. I didn't hear what the specifics were though.
So
what him and his buddy Kim Jong.
I haven't heard that, but I did see him bragging to reporters about him talking shit to South Korea.
South Korea, okay.
Very nice, actually. But I called him. I said, would you like to give us a little hand? We don't need help with Iran, but if you'd like, give us a hand with Iran. He said, no, thanks. And I said, wait a minute. We have 39,000 soldiers over there guarding you from Kim Jong-un, your next door neighbor, and you're not going to help us on a very easy military operation in Iran? That's strange. No, we'd rather not get involved. I say, well, why are we involved in helping you? So, and I want to help them, but you know, when you ask somebody, would you like to give us a hand? And they say, no, thanks. And then we're guarding them from a country and paying ourselves billions of, it's costing us billions and billions of dollars to protect not only them, but other countries. Look at NATO. We spend hundreds of billions of dollars. Very nice, actually. But I call.
So first of all, that whole mindset blows my mind because it's like, you want to help us? We don't need your help, but you want to help us? You want to help us? No? Oh, well then why are we helping you? Like that's the mentality of someone that's on the losing end of a battle.
Well, it's also it's an ego stroke. He doesn't like not feeling like people are being deferent to him.
Well, it's an obedience thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is, truthfully. Now what is you just sent? Oh yeah, okay, here we go. Trump says U.S.-South Korea exercises are insulting to North Korea's Kim. President Donald Trump on Wednesday said that U.S.-South Korea joint military exercises are an insult to North Korean Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un. Trump's comments came after Department of Defense confirmed that the ongoing exercises, initially scheduled to last through the 27th of August, will be shortened by a week and concluded on Friday instead. Trump said Wednesday he'll meet with North Korean dictator later this year, but wouldn't say if he's been exchanging letters with him. Guys, North Korea is so far in the fucking past that they don't even have email, apparently. Apparently Trump's just sending fucking messenger pigeons like World War I fucking battle commands.
Or it's like Voldemort sending an owl.
Yes. He indicated earlier this week that he and Kim had been in touch after he ordered the exercises to be scaled back. North Korea said Wednesday it still sees the drills as provocative, and the decision to shorten them changes nothing in the relationship between the two countries. We think it's not worth making comments on that, and we have no interest in it at all. Kim Yo-jong, Kim Jong-un's sister, said in a statement carried by state media, the provocative, aggressive nature of the drills won't change, even though the duration and size were reduced. So he
gets mad at South Korea for not being buddy-buddy, and then he cuts military exercises short because he's afraid he's going to offend a fucking psychotic dictator.
He's flailing and he's desperate for allies because as of right now, the U.S. is essentially alienating the majority of them.
Yeah. Well,
all in favor of one, which is our greatest ally. Don't you ever forget it.
No.
Don't you ever forget it.
Don't do that. Hey, turn your head.
Huh?
Turn your head.
Why?
Just gotta check your nose. No, you stupid fuck. Didn't you see that?
I know.
Didn't you see that fucking Instagram comment?
I know.
And I was like, holy shit. This guy
I really was not going to fucking acknowledge it. I just called somebody a retard on TikTok and on Instagram and told him literally go watch any other reel.
I think that's what I was talking about. The dude, immediately called me.
No, there's no hook nose here. There's no Jew nose.
What did he call me? He called me a something goy, and I was like, you clearly never seen any of my content.
Yeah, no, literally, like, come on.
It's like I got called a Jew hating faggot not that long ago.
Jew hating faggot is kind of an oxymoron because remember, pride is a Jewish value. That was an official tweet during Pride Month.
From Netanyahu's personal account?
Some fucking Jew account. It was something to do with Israel, or maybe a nonprofit or something, but Pride was they claimed Pride was a Jewish value. I mean, whatever.
What the fuck, dude? I just looked at my other screen, and it was a video. Apparently, Tim Burchett is giving away an autographed longboard.
What? It's
a dadgum giveaway. Giving away a signed original Burchett board for his birthday.
Oh my God.
Is there some deep tie between Tim Burchett and skateboarding that I don't understand?
I'm not that I could not tell you. But so while we're on the
Representative Tim Burchett handcrafts custom bamboo skateboards and longboards as a hobby, having built around 25 to 30 boards.
Bro, what is it? What is it with these old dudes suddenly becoming cool? Like,
I didn't actually. I'm just sitting here going, "What's the fucking tie?"
That is something I never would have imagined. Like Tim Burchett of all people.
How old is Tim Burchett?
He's old as shit.
No, he's not.
Huh? How old is he?
61.
He's old as shit.
That's not that old.
It's old enough. It's almost retirement age.
Yes.
I mean, it's not Pelosi.
Also, fucking time in Congress is rough on the face. Goddamn. I wouldn't have thought he was 61.
Yeah. That tends to happen. That does tend to happen. Is there more of these? I gotta find the message. Because we were talking about Israel, and now I gotta go down the rabbit hole.
No, we've never talked about Israel ever.
Not once. We don't
Not
talk
once.
about Israel.
Not
But
never.
according to a couple of the comments on TikTok, 7K.
Dude, I'm honestly fucking... I'll give you my routing number. Like,
Send me 7K and I'll continue to talk shit on your government. I don't give a fuck.
dude, that's okay. The problem with social media fucking shitters, right, is that there's absolutely just no accountability for anything that you say.
No, none whatsoever. None whatso-fucking-ever. Yes. Okay, no, so it is the same one. All right, I was making sure I had the right video here. This is how America's greatest ally talks, by the way. So this is Yom Tov Glazer, which sounds like a porn name. A top rabbi close to Netanyahu just exposed
Glazer tits.
Yeah, just exposed Israel's real plan for Western nations that refuse to bend to Israel. Let's listen to what this curly-headed funny hat guy said.
Because the most powerful nations in the world have to go down to their knees. That's what happened to Egypt. That's what's going to happen to America. That's what's going to happen to Germany. That's what's going to happen to France. That's what's going to happen to London. England's going to happen to Poland. That's what's going to happen to Russia. That's what's going to happen to China. That's what's going to happen to North Korea. They're all going to go down to their knees and all see Hashem. But as long as they keep helping us, they'll get a bracha. And they're not going to go down on their knees. They're going to get a little more time. You guys want more time? I don't want more time. So you understand, when I hear they're friends with us, they're just perpetuating more of this status quo. They're all going to go down. They're all going to go down to their knees, and especially the Western ones. The Zohar says that they're going to go down hard for how they treated us over the last 2,000 years. For the destruction of the Second Temple and how they treated us, Hashem's going to take them down hard.
I feel like he's having a existential break.
I just think he's being a Zionist. That's just how they are. We're cattle to them. And again, I'll make the distinction between the Zionists and the Jews. The Zionists, they're a whole different breed. Average everyday Jewish people, probably okay.
I'd like to see that clip with context.
I mean, I feel like that was just a fucking church service. Average fucking synagogue service. You're Googling it, aren't you?
I'm looking.
I'm ChatGPTing it.
Nah.
Meanwhile, all right, we're going to get to a good point on this one here, actually. So, coming back to Trump claiming that the U.S. is leaving NATO because European nations refuse to join the war in Iran, he said this at the I don't know what that's supposed to be. Some institute. They have the worst logo in the world because it does not. It's the name, but it doesn't show the name. See? The I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Anyway.
Not sticking together. I think that NATO made a terrible mistake when they wouldn't send a small amount of military armament, when they wouldn't send just even acknowledge what we were doing for the world and taking on Iran. I never considered it very risky, but war is always risk. You know, a lot of strange things happen in war that are very bad, but I didn't consider it. I know how great we had the greatest military by far. Anywhere there was nobody close. I didn't think there was a big risk, but there's always surprises with war. They can be very bad surprises. I mean, wars are lost that should be won. Many wars are lost. You think a country is going to wipe somebody out and they end up getting wiped out themselves. So it's always risky. But I think a tremendous mistake was when NATO just wasn't there. They just weren't there. It's going to make a lot of money for the United States because we spend hundreds of billions of dollars a year on NATO, hundreds of protecting them. And we would have always been there for them. But now, based on their actions, I guess we don't have to be, do we?
Mr. President.
That sounds like a breaking story, yes, sir. Is that breaking news?
So, I mean, obviously not a direct saying, hey, we're leaving NATO, but there's a lot of allusion to it, and there has been allusion to it and direct statements of it from the outset of this administration. So, I mean, there's a theory that Trump's using this as an excuse to leave NATO so that Israel can attack Turkey and not invoke Article 5.
I mean, maybe on some deep, dark conspiratorial level. Not saying it's impossible. What's more likely is that half the people in NATO have never contributed to NATO what they were supposed to contribute in the first place.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of valid arguments for leaving NATO.
No one in NATO fucking ever does shit for us. We do shit for everybody else. And it's like, what value does NATO give the U.S.? Like, not much.
But they came to our defense during 9/11, after 9/11.
Did they have to? No.
I mean, technically, Article 5 says they do, but...
Yeah, but did we need them to? No.
Not. I mean, we were going to get involved in that war anyway. And them getting involved didn't really help us any because it ended up just being a fucking another forever war.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, it just doesn't... there are a lot of really good reasons to leave NATO. I don't think a threat of Israel attacking Turkey is the one. Now, do I put it past Israel? Absolutely not. But do I think that's the driving factor? No. I think it's money. Truthfully. It's a financial decision. Because we just passed $40 trillion in debt. Officially. Today. And even the Chinese government is making fun of us for it. Which says a lot, considering China's own debt situation. But at least China's having a good time doing it. This came out today from China Xinhua News. U.S. national debt hits $40 trillion. What's the secret to keeping the borrowing going? U.S. financial hegemony? Borrow new money to pay the old bills and kick the can down the road? Sounds like a perfect plan. But what if the can hits others, and how long can it keep rolling? I actually found this video relatively funny. Some folks may not.
Put it on the card. Everybody takes it. What? I haven't even hit the limit.
There's a payment due, and the interest is piling up. You've got quite a situation here.
Easy. Hello? It's me again. Fancy another round of investment? It's risk-free. For me. See?
Wait, you just borrowed new money to pay the old bill?
We call that refinancing.
How are you still getting loans? Shouldn't your financial situation have gotten you blacklisted by now?
Well, everyone needs my dollars, and my IOs happen to be denominated in my dollars. Convenient, huh?
You're getting close to the debt ceiling. Maybe you could put something back?
Are you crazy? These are urgently needed.
I know what your priorities are now.
And if I hit the ceiling, I'll just move the ceiling, like I always do.
Who's gonna handle the debt finally?
Relax. Just kick the can down the road. Future Eagles will handle it.
I mean,
Not inaccurate.
not inaccurate at all.
And that's coming from Chinese news. So, I mean, even when you've hit a fucking point of no return when the Chinese government, who has a crippling debt problem, is making fun of your crippling debt problem. It's like it's like the Down syndrome guy making fun of the guy with the hair lip. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's an analogy.
It was the first thing that came off the top of my head. We've just gotten to a point where I don't know that there's any coming back, and the spending doesn't stop. I mean, ICE just spent $20 million on gloves that can deliver electric shocks.
Okay. Swinging back for a moment. That Yom Tov Glazer clip comes from a talk at Chazek, which was September.
Chazek. Gotta say it with
that was a Chewbacca.
yeah. Jews are just Chewbacca's in disguise.
Uploaded in 2024. In that relevant section, which was near the end, near the 57 to 59 minute mark, he's discussing Jewish exile, historical suffering, and the coming of global redemption. He draws a pattern of the Exodus from Egypt and references the Zohar, a foundational Kabbalistic mystical text. What he means by nations kneeling before Hashem and going down hard, this is religious end-time theology, not a political or military plan by Israel or anyone else. In Jewish mystical and prophetic tradition, the final redemption involves a public global revelation of God's name and sovereignty. The nations that previously dominated or oppressed the Jewish people will be humbled so that they acknowledge the God of Israel. So it's like the Judaism version of Revelation, I suppose.
It's still nonsense.
Well, I mean, you could say the same thing about the Christian version of Revelation.
But I mean, there's more historical evidence to back up the theology of Christianity than any other religion on the face of the planet. So it's just nonsense.
But situationally, I'm just like context. Like they're very similar. I mean,
context. The fucking Jews are hellbent on world domination, is what it is.
Listen, no, I'm gonna hold the Jews' feet to the fire, just as I'm gonna hold everybody else's feet to the fire.
Fair enough.
This is why you hired me, and I've yet to be paid.
You're getting paid?
No, that's the point. Well, apparently by Israel is the fucking rumor.
That's what I'd like to know. I want to know where the fucking checks are.
Same. Like,
I probably shouldn't have hired.
Can I call that guy?
I probably shouldn't have hired that Jewish accountant. Maybe I should.
Don't let him watch your content.
Listen, I need you to handle my money, but you cannot, under any circumstances, watch anything I make the money from. Which, again, nobody's making money from this except for the Rumble chats, and it's paying for the tech. So
hey, as long
it's an expensive hobby, folks.
Indeed, it is.
It is.
Although-
It's an expensive hobby.
When I used to Twitch stream, I got to write off all my shit on my taxes, which is the beautiful thing.
That was the beautiful thing about, fucking having a business was everything, like all of the, like StreamYard when I was, doing the Washcast. I wrote off StreamYard, and when my tax guy asked me what it was for, I said webinars.
I wrote off my entire Steam library.
That's fucking great.
I bought a game and
Write it off.
and streamed it. It was all for content.
All you need is one stream.
Yeah, it was all for content.
All you need is one stream.
And taxation is theft anyway.
Which, speaking of, this weekend, I'm thinking about maybe streaming the Modern Warfare open beta just to piss you off.
Do it. I'll be on stage. Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, are you doing the nursing home trifecta this weekend? But
Tomorrow?
it's Friday and Saturday are nursing homes.
Tomorrow is a private club. Saturday is a college bar, and Sunday, I actually have no idea what Sunday is. I have a tendency to not look at my own schedule until I get in the truck and I'm like, where are we going?
And they're like, oh yeah, we kind of broke the 3-hour rule.
Happens sometimes.
We're going to be in Albuquerque, New Mexico by sunrise.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Snorts a line of coke. Let's go.
That'd be dope. I'd be in.
For the coke or for New Mexico? Good answer. Good answer on camera. Nah, dude, I mean, I think we're just at a point, though, coming back to the whole fucking Israel alliance thing. Maybe I'm jaded because I feel betrayed that it was supposed to be an America first term for Trump and the allies, and now it's just become Israel first. Like maybe I'm just jaded. Maybe I can see no good that comes out of Israel whatsoever because of my own opinions, my own fucking feelings. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, there are people that would make the argument that it's justified, but I just don't see. I don't see any positives to it.
I think you can. Okay, so here's the thing. I think you can make the argument that there were legitimate reasons for us to get involved. I think you can make that argument. Do I think you're correct on that argument? Probably not. But I'm not saying that there's an impossibility that is true. However, we need to take care of our own shit, not everybody else's shit. And even if it was not Israel, I'd be saying the same shit about fucking Norway.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, it's why aren't we in Ukraine? We stayed out of that one
because they don't own our Congress. That's why.
We stayed out of that one. Like, why did we stay out of that one? Because
did we really stay out of it? No, but we used it as a proxy.
Sure.
We left it as a proxy war. We didn't get directly involved.
You can give me an argument for leaving things as proxy wars.
Fair enough.
Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, did we spend what? What's the fucking cost? What's the active cost of Iran war? $34 to $42 billion. Did we spend that in Ukraine?
Well, we spent more than that indirectly.
Cost of Ukraine. Yeah, we did. All right. I rescind previous statement. Fuck Ukraine.
Exactly. So, which, by the way, Perplexity, please sponsor us. That we need an AI sponsor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
everybody needs an AI sponsor. We need an AI sponsor. Just give us just Perplexity Pro for free. That's all. That's all we need. That's all we need. It's a ridiculous amount of money that we've spent in Ukraine, by the way.
Why are we spending money in Ukraine? Why don't we just sell them our shit? Why don't we do some war profiteering like the good old days?
Well, that's what they claim it is, but it's war profiteering for the private companies, not
for
the taxpayers.
This and once again, this is just an AI response, so who knows? This is the U.S. Congress has appropriated about $195 billion in total spending related to the war in Ukraine. Out of this amount, roughly 116 billion has been directly dispersed or specifically targeted to direct aid.
Yeah. Now do how much money we've given Israel over the last, go from 2021 on. Your keyboard is so fucking loud.
This is my quiet one. Estimated 35 to 40 billion. Wait, hold on. Yeah. In total foreign and military assistance since 2021.
And Ukraine is an active war zone. Israel has not been an active war zone. Like, technically, they have since, October 7th. But that was 2 years into the Ukraine war.
Whatever happened to the old Israel that just handled their own shit and did it in, like, impressive style?
They never really have.
Yes, they have. The fucking... was it the 7 Days War? I believe. 6-Day War. June 1967, the 6-Day War was fought between Israel and a coalition of Arab states, primarily Egypt, Syria, and Jordan, in the context of the Arab-Israeli conflict. In the war, Israel captured and occupied the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, from Jordan, the Gaza Strip, and the Sinai Peninsula from Egypt, and the Golan Heights from Syria. The war began on June 5th. Israel's surprise attacks, blah, blah, blah. I wish I would have found a better summary of this.
The U.S., so to be clear, prior to 67, the U.S. had already been selling surface-to-air missiles to Israel.
That sounds like money for us.
It's money for the defense contractors.
Okay. It's American GDP.
Except they hoard the wealth.
Okay, liberal.
I'm just saying, but look, there's arguments to be made. Like, here's the thing. The more I have, I don't know, again, the more I have taken the blinders off, there are arguments that the left makes that the premise is not unreasonable, but their solutions are the unreasonable part. Like, billionaires shouldn't exist. Well, yes, they should, but the way that they make money should not be thing, aka abuse of the tax system.
Well, I agree with that because the tax system is fucking built to support that.
The books,
but the tax system is also
not that high.
But the tax, it's just like at fucking elections. The tax system is built by people who fucking fund the political campaigns
of the people that write the fucking tax laws.
Like, it's a crazy system.
It is. And again, is there a good argument for that? Yes. Fucking quote unquote, everybody should pay their fair share. But a progressive taxing system is not the way to make everyone pay their fair share. Paying a fair share would be a fucking flat tax.
I agree.
With no loopholes, no way to get out of it.
At least fair.
Yeah. But again, you'd have to have Congress cut spending.
Well, yeah, which we can't do because then we're going to go deeper in debt. totally unrelated note, since we're fucking winging it tonight. Have you seen the game War Dogs?
I have heard. So I want to. We'll get into that in a second. I just did a quick little. Feel better?
Much.
I just did a little bit of quick math via Perplexity. Sponsor is Perplexity. 5% flat federal income tax on people and corporations would collect likely 3 to 4 trillion less per year. So, and that depends on what you count as the tax base. I mean, obviously. Now, individuals reported about 15.2 trillion in AGI and paid about 2.1 trillion in federal individual income taxes. 5% of that would be about 760 billion. So 1.3 trillion annually loss in tax revenue. Meanwhile, if you cut government spending by 5%, it would narrow the tax revenue gap to 370 billion per year.
So what are we cutting? It's always what the fight comes down to.
Everything. 5% across the board. Medicare, Medicaid, defense.
What if we just eliminate the Department of Education?
I'm not sure how. I can't remember how much we spend on the Department of Education.
$79 billion.
So not nearly enough.
No.
Now, keep in mind, if you completely gut the IRS, you would save about 11.2 billion, another 11.2 billion a year. So you're looking at 460 billion saved a year. Like half a trillion almost.
Half a trill?
Half a trill. Half a trilly. Seems reasonable to me. 5% cut to federal spending, cut the Department of Education, and cut IRS completely. Because if you go to a flat tax, you wouldn't need it. So you could cut half a trillion right there. Just saying.
Burchett. You know, a lot of folks. Hey, everybody, Tim Burchett. A lot of folks been wanting to get their hands on one of these Burchett boards. Well, now's your chance. Click on the link below.
Fucking crazy.
Hey, everybody, Tim Burchett.
Now, I want you to. This is a pretty fucked up stat here. All right, if you completely cut federal spending by 5% every year, abolish the Department of Education, and abolish the IRS after moving to a 5% flat tax rate, okay, you're still not paying 1 year of the interest on our debt. 1 year of interest on the national debt is about 970 billion. So we're not going to we're not going to buy our way out of this. We're not going to cut our way out of this anytime soon. Let's make that clear.
What point do you just declare bankruptcy?
Well, that would mean the collapse of the dollar, and yikes.
The dollar doesn't have
That's a global financial collapse, brother.
The dollar doesn't have any,
but it's still the world's reserve currency,
which is insane.
Which we can go into that whole debate of what does that even mean?
Literally fucking nothing.
Because fiat currency is just trust me, bro. Like, when we abandoned the gold standard, that was the fucking end of it.
Right. Well, the whole. Let's get into that. Let's get into. You want to talk real estate?
Boy, well, hang on.
It's relevant, I swear.
We'll get into that. We can absolutely do that. But while we're on the topic of debt, here's what Scott Bessent had to say. There's nothing magic about the 40 trillion number.
There's nothing magic about the 40 trillion number, and we can grow our way out of that. So, but what we do want to signal is, I think that there's been a lot of misinformation in terms of what's going on with the deficit, what's going on with the deficit to GDP. We actually had a fiscal consolidation for the calendar year 2025. We were at about 5.7% of GDP. And one of the things that's temporary here that's influencing the deficit has been these tariff refunds. And we won't have to do that again. And the Ambassador Greer, through the 301 process, is re-implementing the same level of tariffs. And I would expect that our 2026 tariff income is going to be roughly what it was in 25. And we're going to be able to keep that in terms of the budget consolidation. The other big item in the budget that we're seeing is the hit that we're taking from to revenues for the immediate expensing of factories and of equipment and farm structures. And I think that if people sit back and think that's not government spending, that is actually an investment in the future, and we're increasing the tax base. And that is what measures the wealth of a nation, is the ability to increase after-tax return on capital. So we're pulling back think of it as pulling back the slingshot here. We have a lot of potential energy that will turn into kinetic energy during this year, next year, as these factories come online.
So do you think we've seen peak deficit during this administration?
So let's be clear. It is virtually impossible for the U.S. to grow its way out of $40 trillion. All right. And there's a reason why. All right. In order for that to happen, what you need is faster real growth. You need an inflation that's near target. You have to lower your deficit, which is already we've seen is impossible to do. You need slower interest cost growth, entitlement and health cost reforms, and a durable political agreement. That is, keep in mind now, everything sounded like doable until you got to the durable political agreement part, right? So,
I mean, doable with extreme changes.
Yes. And here's for those that don't know what that means, I'm going to give you the perplexity kind of quick overview. For faster real growth, what it means is more workers, higher productivity, investment, housing supply, energy capacity, and predictable policy.
Yeah.
Already impossible, right? It raises
changes.
incomes and taxable economic activity. You need nominal GDP growth without intentionally inflating away savings and bonds. Haven't been able to do that. Mix of spending restraint and higher revenue. More stable inflation, credible fiscal policy, longer-term financing management. Changes to the growth path of Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and health spending. And a plan Congresses and presidents maintain for decades.
Yeah, which is never going to happen because
we cannot grow our way out of $40 trillion in debt. Just, I had to make that a point.
Can we refinance?
We've done that a lot. We did that a lot, and it doesn't really help us any.
Well, the key, you're supposed to reduce the spending after you do the refi.
Exactly.
That's
the problem. And what happens is we see our economy, and Republicans are guilty of this more so than Democrats. What you see is anytime a refinancing comes up, the economy takes a massive fucking hit because the government intentionally does what every other business does before a major sale or acquisition or refi. They try to clean up the books. It doesn't work. We just saw this at the beginning of the Trump term with the bonds, with Japan selling off a massive amount of bonds.
Oh yeah, I do recall that.
That was just a reason to refinance the debt. It was just a way of refinancing the debt. It's, dude, we're so fucked. And so the first part of that fix that we talked about was the housing supply.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about that before on the podcast.
Yeah.
You're not going to fix the housing supply until you cut red tape
You need to
and get rid of federal land.
Yeah, you need to do all that, deregulate to a degree. Obviously, I'm not talking about like major safety standards cuts, but like California, you can't build because it's the permitting process and everything is more. It's cheaper. This is a couple years ago. I haven't looked recently, but it used to be cheaper to add 10 more stories to a building than it was to break new ground because of all of the regulation regarding breaking new ground.
Yeah. Now, some of that's fucking environmental bullshit too.
Well, yes, which once again might be good in certain situations, but like
if you've got endangered species or whatever, like I those things I get and I understand, right?
Did you know Pennsylvania will give you I don't know if it's a discount or a rebate or a paycheck, honestly. I think it might be a small paycheck if you have rural ground and you register it and maintain it as a bee habitat.
I did not know that, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I had one single property I had to deal with where that was a thing.
Oh. That's always fun. So, but you wanted to make a point about real estate. Sorry, I didn't mean to derail that.
No, my point about real estate was actually not a point about real estate. It was a point using real estate as, so you're talking about fiat currency. I trust you, bro. Or trust me, bro. Like that's, so.
The I trust you, bro, is the other side of the.
Yeah. So, yeah, real estate. So you have, appraisers, you have agents and brokers who can like look and pull comps and they can go, well, according to the market, this is what your house is worth. And that's great. What's your house worth? What someone will pay you for it. Like that's the only determining factor is what the purchaser tells you. You can have a house that's worth, according to the bank, $150,000. And someone can walk in and say, to me, that house is worth $250,000. And that's the value of the house.
Right. Well, and it goes the other way too, because if somebody buys a house for $100,000 and then puts $75,000 into it, they automatically think that makes the base price of that house $175,000. It doesn't.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah,
on paper.
You can have a house that's worth that. You can have a house that the appraiser comes out from the bank and says this house, based on comps, is worth $300,000, and no one will buy it, and it sits on the market for 2 years, and someone finally buys it for $180,000. The value of the house is not what the appraiser told you. The value of the house is what someone was willing to buy it for.
Which is what makes the property tax system such bullshit.
Well,
because you're paying taxes on what the banks say your house is worth.
Right.
What the government says your house is worth based on the data the banks give them, et cetera.
Take that fucking ideology and apply it to fucking currency. Like that's
fiat currency.
That's what fiat currency is.
And so at what point do we stop recognizing fiat currency and switch to a sustainable system?
Right. Well, I mean, and to be fair, to a degree, it's not even just fiat currency. It's what's gold worth? What someone's willing to buy it for. So it does extend beyond the fiat currency lines. But yeah, I mean, with a currency with a lack of any backing at all,
with gold, it was a different story because it was considered a finite resource. So it was based off of what was in circulation. Yeah, it was based
Right.
on scarcity, what was in circulation, and
Right, which makes more sense. And to a degree, the housing market is too.
Right.
Like right now, housing prices are up because the demand is infinitely higher than the supply, and it's been that way for years.
Yeah.
So, but the reason that the scarcity on housing is up is because of the aforementioned factors.
Yeah. Well, and so, I mean, right now, the argument of is it a buyer's market or a seller's market is fucking insane right now.
It's a seller's market. It has been forever.
But I mean, yes, it is technically, but you could also say that it's neither, because the buyers can't afford the homes and the sellers can't sell them because the buyers can't afford them.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking wins.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing though. That would be true if there was one person trying to buy the house. There's not one person trying to buy the house. There's 4 unqualified people trying to buy the house. And I use unqualified in the most polite way possible because it's probably not their fault that they're not qualified. And then there's at least 2 or 3 people that are qualified.
Quote unquote unqualified. The barrier to entry is too high.
Well, you can't raise enough money. Your average person that's making median income can't raise enough money to pay for down payment, closing costs, etc. Which is why one of the most common strategies that exists in real estate is to essentially overpay for the house, hope the appraisal comes in at a reasonable number, and then get the seller to pay towards closing costs, because the barrier to entry isn't the mortgage payment. The barrier to entry is I need $30,000 down in closing costs. And find me a fucking 28-year-old who's got $30,000 in his bank account.
Right. Unless you got in, yeah. I mean,
I'm sure they're out there. They ain't around me.
No, and just you see a lot of it. Like social media is really guilty of this too, because you see a lot of people, quote unquote, buying houses, right? And they're young, whatever, and they've saved up money because they've made it from social media or whatever. But that is such a small percentage of the population.
Yeah, it's a tiny niche.
Very tiny.
And I mean, it's people who come from money and they got grandma giving them funds, they got mom and dad giving them funds, or it's people who had a good start in life and their parents started them investing early and started them. Like it's typically not people who went to college, got a job, and did it the way that they got told to do it.
Well, how are you supposed to afford a mortgage and student loans?
Well, that. Trust me,
that's a whole other other fucking problem, right? So yeah. I'm so glad I didn't fall for that scam.
I mean, I did 2 semesters and went, this is stupid. I hate it.
Stupid. Yeah.
Then I went on tour, and that was way more fun and cheaper.
Yeah, well, that's the fucked up part, is it was cheaper. It was a higher upfront cost, but
yeah, no, I was poor as shit. I was poor as
shit.
I was poor as shit. I was working fucking stocking shelves at Walmart when I wasn't on the road.
Yeah,
and
well, and you're seeing that become more and more like commonplace in the music industry, unless you're like, at a certain level, you're just putting yourself into debt and you wind up being a slave to a record label or, and now social media changed that a little bit.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these smaller bands are just self-publishing, self-producing, which I caught the very tail end of that, which I didn't. We self-produced and self-published, but we were still looking for a record deal, and we were getting offers from them, but they were fucking shit. But that was right at the time where, like, you looked at the bands that were in the genre that I was, and all those bands were leaving their labels and basically like starting like their own label, and they were the only band on it. I want to say like Hawthorne Heights did that, and there was a couple other ones where they all like bounced from their mainstream labels, and they were just like, we can do this ourselves.
Well, and you're seeing it now even more so with bigger artists. Avenged Sevenfold just bought the rights to their entire library.
Good for them.
And now they're completely 100% independent. And then the music they put out is weird.
Dude, how much did that fucking cost? Rights to the entire Avenged Sevenfold library. It's got to be a fucking chunk.
Oh, okay. So, I'm sorry. It was not the full library. They bought the master recordings and rights for the stage and live at the Grammy Museum. They announced the acquisition but did not characterize it as buying its entire catalog. Warner still owns the masters for several albums released through that label, including City of Evil, the self-titled Nightmare, Hail to the King, and Life is But a Dream. Which is really weird because Life is But a Dream came out after the stage.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm curious as to why they bought back the stage specifically. Yeah, it did not grant they did not say the purchase price. So they bought back those rights and then they put out an EP. They surprise dropped an EP called Statica and people were not happy.
Oh.
But
I haven't
again,
even heard about it, so
it's weird, dude. It's like, it's experimental as fuck. Which cool, awesome, good for them. They're independent, they can do what they want. A lot of people didn't like it. I personally found it unique, enjoyed it, but I digress. A lot of the larger artists you see are doing it now too. I mean, I bring these guys up as an example all the time, but Sleep Token. They are under an exclusive deal with RCA for distribution, but they still own the rights to all of their music, and they still have 100% of creative control. RCA basically just cuts the check and says, here you fucking go, and here are some resources. Like, the tides have changed so much from the traditional way of doing things, which is a good thing in the long run, considering we've seen how many artists have gone through fucking predatory fucking record label bullshit. I mean, look at the whole Oliver Tree scandal. People think that his label killed him.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Well, you didn't know that was a thing? Yeah, that's the thing.
I was not. I mean, I didn't know much about Oliver Tree when that whole thing happened.
I just knew because I saw it everywhere on fucking online that they were saying that they thought the label killed him. Which wouldn't surprise me. Because, you know, most labels are.
No.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean, labels are also like historically wildly predatory. I don't think I have it on display at the moment. I must not. Must
not be that.
Well, no, it's just an interesting thing. So Taking Back Sunday was signed to, I wonder where that record went. Was signed to Victory Records, which was like wildly known for like taking advantage of their artists. And
yeah,
I had a copy of Tell All Your Friends on vinyl. That was one of the old pressings from Victory Records, and so it had the Victory Records logo right on it. And then for my birthday one year, Haley bought me a new copy of Tell All Your Friends on vinyl. And I thought it was super cool, and I had them both hung up in my office. And right now, I just have the new one hung up in here. But it was after they bought back the rights and they re-released it. So it's the same cover, just edited, and there's a couple small changes on it. And I thought it was cool to have the Victory Records version and then the new version after they bought their own rights to it.
I don't think Victory Records is still a big thing, are they?
They still exist. And they're probably still taking advantage of, they still exist.
But they were bought by Concord.
Okay. Well, hopefully they don't suck as much. I mean, they had a banger lineup. Thursday, Hawthorne Heights, Silverstein, Taking Back Sunday, Bayside, Streetlight Manifesto, A Day to Remember. Like, banger lineup.
But no, think about this. All right. They sold the entire label for $30 million.
That's wild.
The entire label for $30 million.
I got a record offer from their sub label once. I can't remember what the name of the sub label was.
Was it Fearless?
No, because Fearless is a different label.
But I believe they were underneath Victory.
I don't think so. I think Fearless I would have.
Sorry. Fearless was also bought by Concord.
I would have signed with Fearless. I think it might have been Rise. No, it wasn't Rise. I don't remember. It's been so long. We're talking like, fuck, over a decade ago.
So no, they were never owned by Rise. Was never owned by Victory.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. They were sued by Hawthorne Heights. They were sued by A Day to Remember. They were sued by Design the Skyline, Streetlight Manifesto. Yeah. They didn't have a great history.
No, and I think yeah, I'm looking over. I thought it was Memphis Mayfire, but that's
a great band.
Well, remember, A Day to Remember wrote an entire song, and at the end of the song, they had a clip of them sending an email to the label. And
I don't remember.
You heard the whoosh, and he goes, we're fucked. Like, hold on, let me see if I can. I have to go and look at their discography, because it was brilliant. It was on the record Common Courtesy, that they put out, and it was. They've put out so much. The Document Speaks for Itself was the name of the fucking song.
Oh, yeah.
That they put out.
We must be hitting popular topics today, because Thomas Massey tweeted $4,000 per year per American. That's how much interest we're paying on the debt to banks and foreign countries every year. A family of four owes $16,000 per year for nothing but interest on the debt. I lost my re-election because I voted against the policies that caused this. Yeah, he didn't suck.
Okay, here we go. I wish this would. There we go. Why is the audio not playing?
Because
I chose to share the audio.
Let's see. Okay.
Yep. No, there it is. Okay.
And
oh God. Let me email.
We're fucked. I love it, bro. I just opened Pickaxe. What the fuck is Third Railify posting that it's a lady butt?
It's a lady butt?
It's a lady butt. I think it's a lady butt. Honestly, I can't tell on the internet anymore.
I would hope it's a lady butt, not a man butt. Because then I would have to message fucking Sean and ask him what the fuck he's doing.
I can't tell on the internet anymore.
Oh no, it's a stream. It's a stream thing. It's a video.
Okay.
He's streaming right now. Let's go check in on his stream.
All right, I like it. This is just how we derail.
We derail by going to the third rail.
We should just
How
go.
did he get a video? How did he get a video banner on top of his Rumble page?
Can we just go live and then stream his stream and then just do commentary on what he says?
Oh, he's not live yet.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I just dropped in his chat. We're filming a podcast right now. Saw the pickaxe post. Decided to check in. Now disappointed, late and gay. Because he's supposed to start at 10. Yeah, I want to know how he got the fucking video banner on the top of his Rumble page. Check this shit out. By the way, shout out to Third Railify. If you guys are not following him, go follow him. But look at the badass banner. He got a video. I'm gonna have to fucking find out how he did that.
Yeah, it's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
Is that Tim Pool?
Might be. But that reminds me. I had a really good video about Tim Pool.
I need to go back and watch the Jubilee thing.
Well, this isn't the Jubilee thing, but this is almost equally as good. Forbidden Studios presents a day in the life of an independent journalist. Nobody tells Tim Pool what to say. This is an AI video, just so everybody's clear.
Is Tim Pool bald?
Yes, that's why he wears the beanie.
Oh.
Nobody tells me what to say.
He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it any more obvious?
I'm telling you, this is how you get civil war.
Well done, Timothy. Now, Candace, say she's completely lost the plot.
Candace has completely lost the plot.
Now, Alex Jones, say he's doing more damage to the right than the left ever could.
Alex Jones is doing more damage to the right than the left ever could.
Okay, Timmy, anti-Israel rhetoric. Ask who benefits, then say Iran does.
At a certain point, you have to ask who benefits for all this anti-Israel rhetoric, because Iran certainly does.
Timothy, this next one is very important. Say I'm gay.
What?
Go on, Tim. Do it. Tell everyone you're gay.
I'm gay.
What the fuck?
He was a boy, she was a girl. Can I make it?
Oh, that's fucking great.
Amused.
Tim Pool is a fucking dude. I used to love him.
I never got into him. I saw some stuff and I was like, oh, he makes a lot of sense here. And then never watched any of his stuff ever again. But I know he's like back in the zeitgeist right now because he's everybody's like freaking out because apparently he walked off of this Jubilee thing. But I guess he didn't actually. So some dude just wouldn't let him fucking talk. Like they were supposed to be having a debate.
Typical liberal.
Dude was just fucking yelling and Tim Pool was like, do you want me to leave and let you have your soapbox? And the guy just kept fucking, like, he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, he wasn't debating. He was just fucking incessantly, loudly speaking. And,
liberal.
Here, hold on. I guarantee you I can pull it up right now. Like, at least the clip that people are saying, he did this. And, like, I would have fucking walked off too. Like,
here it is. Tim Pool rage quits a Jubilee debate because he got called out for clickbaiting.
No, he didn't. He immediately came back. Like, but everybody's like, he left. Like, shut the fuck up.
This is the clip that everyone is showing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's only like a minute and 23 seconds too.
My next surrounded claim is that the United States is tracking towards a civil war.
There's 42 of your titles that have the word
Oh, I
civil
fucking
war in
hate
it.
this
Correct.
faggot.
Fonts on the front.
They sure do.
So why is
Flipper.
that? It's sensationalist. It's easy to get clicks on that. There's a reason why you say it, because it's very profitable for your business.
Not necessarily.
But there's
We
there
have
comes a point-
1,600
Tim
episodes
Pool,
of just
Tim
IRL.
Pool. There comes a point where people stop taking your predictions seriously.
Are you going to make an
If you
argument,
said-
or are you mad at me?
I'm not mad at you. I'm
Okay,
trying
then
to
let's make
explain.
an argument about whether
I'm
or not
trying.
we are tracking.
Can
No.
you relax?
If you're making
The
an
point-
argument, you
no,
don't
Tim.
like my thumbnails, or you don't, you try to say my name over and over
I'm
again.
saying that you say bullshit in order to get money. But what
Let
I
me ask
really
you.
think
Let
is
me ask you a
the
question.
predictions.
Let me
Hold
ask
on.
you. Let me ask you a
Tim,
question. You can't
I will
answer.
agree with you that there's increased polarization.
Huh?
I would attribute a
All
lot
right,
of that
let
to
me-
people being specifically online.
Let me ask.
There's
I
a
don't
lot
disagree.
less interaction with
completely
people
agree.
that are in
Sure.
different camps.
Let me. You defer.
Where you can say that
Let me
there's
ask you a
civil
question.
war every fucking year and it doesn't happen. And
I
you're gonna
never
say,
said
it just
there
hasn't
was.
happened yet.
Let me ask you a
Or
question.
if it does happen, you say, "See, I've had it all
Let me
along."
ask you a
do the
question.
same thing as
Let-
like the
let me
Christian
ask
people
you a
who say
question.
that the rapture's coming every fucking year.
Are we,
when it doesn't happen,
do
it's
you want a
like, oh, it's not
soapbox?
happening.
You want me to get you a
I'm just saying,
soapbox?
it's really
I can leave.
easy.
You want me to,
It's
to
really
go?
easy to
You want me
like, do
leave?
what you do.
You want me to
It's really easy to do what you do. Like you literally just say, "Civil War is happening next year. Civil War is happening next year. It's coming. Make sure you subscribe to Timcast. Continue to watch my videos, please. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. It's
Okay. Number one, that fucking faggot liberal is in so many episodes of fucking Jubilee. I would love to punch him in the face. Secondly,
He'd have a hard time blocking.
well, not just that, but he's a big fucking head.
Yeah, there's some jokes I want to make that would
On that,
get me in trouble.
well, Durka, Muhammad Jihad, the only thing that can make his fucking head bigger is a turban. Fucking Tim, I'm disappointed in Tim Pool for that, because Tim Pool gave them exactly what they wanted. Gave them exactly what they wanted. And by the way, for the fucking retards on TikTok that will undoubtedly see this and go, "Oh, that guy, he's bald." No, not bald, not balding. Just didn't feel like doing my hair today. So fuck you. Sorry, TikTok people piss me off. They're the worst.
I don't. Well, I was saying I don't
They're
talk
the
to
worst.
TikTok people, but I do occasionally. And
I
it's fine.
noticed. I saw that. I saw a comment today, and I was like,
Yeah, I
"Ooh."
couldn't keep it in my pants.
Well,
there's been a
that's
couple.
how you wound up with fucking kids too.
True. There's been a couple comments in the last couple of days where I was like, God, whatever happened to it's better to keep your mouth closed and be thought the idiot than to open your mouth and prove it. Like, people just they just type a comment and they're gone. They disappear into the ether, and you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, 100%.
That one guy had me fucking like, I thought I had a stroke reading his comment. I was like, I don't even know what you're trying to say.
This is fucking great. The Randy Fine account, vote Randy Fine. We won, and it won't be close, despite being outspent 5-1. And thank you to Senator Scott, Speaker Johnson, Senator Cruz, and every Republican who stood up for what's right and true, and even to the Democrats who said a Nazi is not welcome in our politics no matter what party. There are some angry Jew haters right now. And to those who wasted $3 million funneled through a fake political committee, you're going to prison. Meanwhile, Libertarian Mama, who I love.
She's great.
I just really want this moldy cheese to ratio Randy Fine. And let's see, 1,000 retweets, 43,000 likes.
Hell yeah.
12,000 likes, 1.1 thousand retweets. She's closing in. Which, by the way, I texted Ryan this at, I think, 3 a.m. And I said, I'm now calling Randy Fine the Hebrew hog on the hill.
Yeah. Yeah, I was laying in bed and my phone, I had just laid down too. I laid down and my phone goes bing. And I was like, who the fuck is texting me at 3 a.m? And it was you saying that. And I was like, really?
Really? It was a 3 a.m. thought. I don't
I think you need some more
fuck Randy
3 a.m.
Klein. He's a
thoughts in your
fucking
life.
fat. He's a fucking fat weirdo.
THOT. Is that a thing? Do we still call him thoughts?
I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think that should have ever been a thing.
It's like a 2008 term.
Yeah, no shit. Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did that tweet get taken down? No, it didn't. Okay, we're good.
Bro, did you see the moment in the Candace, speaking of tweets getting taken down, did you see the moment in the Candace Owens debate where she referenced a tweet that Andrew Wilson had made and she was like, did you delete it? And he's like, no, I don't delete my tweets. And she's like, oh, okay, good. like she couldn't find it, or her fact checkers maybe couldn't find it. And she was like, did you delete it? Like she was like accusatory.
Well, and I think it's fucking hilarious that all we did was say that neither one of them had a point and somehow we're Jew shills because we criticized Candace. Huh?
I criticized both of them.
Like, I thought the clips were pretty clear, but apparently not.
Okay, so the Steelers are playing the Browns, right? And I come out and I go, both these teams fucking suck.
You shut your whore mouth.
Well, listen, point of privilege here.
Okay, LNC.
Both these teams fucking suck. And then the Browns fans come out and go, you just hate the Browns. It's like, no.
But the Steelers fans would be like, you just hate the Steelers.
Honestly, you're making me an Andrew Wilson fan because his fans are having more couth than the Candace Owens fans. Like, yeah. Don't make me be like, all right, cool. Listen, I hate both of the players, but the fans of this one don't suck as much.
Yeah.
Which is why I can never be a Philly fan.
That was a 2024 election. That was a 2024 election thing. It was like, okay,
you're not wrong.
I went hard and balls in for fucking Donald Trump, not because of Donald Trump. Let's be clear, because of the policies that he and his base supported, or the policies he claimed to support. That was what it came down to. Was not the artist, it was the fan club. And at this point, the Donald Trump fan club is about as bad as the Taylor Swift fan club.
Fucking Flyers fans.
Fuck the Flyers.
I'm with you.
Fuck the Flyers, fuck the Phillies, fuck the Eagles. Clearly, I have a baseball fucking choice, but
the Eagles got my Saquon though.
Yeah, they did. That's fucking shameful. And then they got that other dude. They got booed at a WWE event.
But flip side, the Steelers also got my Drew Aller.
I don't follow football.
He's Penn State's quarterback, or Penn State's former quarterback, and he played that preseason game last weekend and apparently fucking crushed. I don't watch the NFL, so I watch college ball exclusively. And hockey.
It's more entertaining. Well, hockey's the most entertaining of any of them.
Well, hold on. Here's the hat I was wearing all day today.
Should have told you I was wearing my fucking Pirates hat, because then you could have definitely worn your Penguins hat. I fucking love it. Love it.
This is my hat that I wore at work all day today.
I actually dig that hat too.
It's a great hat. I also have an old school. It doesn't even have the Pens logo on it. It's a black and gold hat with the CCM.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
that's fucking great.
But why would I cover up this beautiful hair? That's the question. Because I did mine today.
Yeah, I didn't. So before we fucking dip out of here, I just want to point out that the performative politics on this $40 trillion in debt, to bring us back to our kind of original topic.
We had a topic?
Well, this is what we started with. Remember that tweets are forever, folks. Nancy Mace just voted yes on the One Big Beautiful Bill, July 3rd, 2025. We have nearly $40 trillion in debt. Republicans and Democrats did that. You did that, you fucking kooky bitch.
Yeah.
Remember. Tweets are forever. They're like Las Vegas.
And AIDS.
No, but it follows you. It's like herpes. It just follows you and keeps coming back. And on that note, completely unrelated. Make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter at unspun.beehive.com. Links in the description. Make sure you sign up for Pickaxe because we do Tuesday nights exclusive to Pickaxe, and they are just kind of random bullshit. And it's great. We had a blast on Tuesday. Totally, just it's fun, and it's a live stream, so you can interact. You don't just have to watch the fucking video.
That was the best part of Tuesday was
the chat.
Like, hey, here's some stuff we're gonna listen to, we're gonna check out, and then it's like people submitting shit for us to listen to and check out. Like,
and there was some really dope shit.
Yeah.
Like
I have stuff that's getting added to playlists because of that. That was fun.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you join Pickaxe. Link is in the description. Follow us both. I'm Real Robert Herr on Pickaxe as well as X. Real Robert Herr _ on Instagram. Shows everywhere at Spin State Pod. And if you are a newsletter person or maybe journalist, somebody that just has a blog, move your blog to Beehive. Use the link in the description. You'll get a 14-day free trial to the Max plan and 20% off your first 3 months. Over to you, big guy.
Swinging. At Ryan Thomas Talks, Instagram and X. And if you're in the market for
Pickaxe.
And Pickaxe, yes. Which I've actually that's the only, I haven't been tweeting. I've been putting everything on Pickaxe. It's more fun.
It's more the fucking crowd. Yeah, I mean,
the people are more fun. I'll probably still post to X, but probably only when I'm looking for fights. That's gonna be my 2 a.m. drunk. Like instead of you know how people send your drunk text to your ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend.
Either one.
Yeah, either one. I'm not judging. I'm just gonna do that to X. Like X is my drunk ex-girlfriend tweet. So
that works.
And yeah, if you're in the market for a holster, check out Eclipse Holsters. Use coupon code Ryan Thomas. You'll get you 15% off. And they're dope holsters. I have a cup. I think I have 2 or 3 of them. And they're fucking, honestly, all I carry. So.
Right on. Well, as always, it's been a blast. We love it. See you on Tuesday for the live stream. If you sign up for Pickaxe, catch you in the next one. Love you.
Peace.
Bye-bye.